This is just going to be a simple fighter guide for everybody new picking up the class, so I'm not going to go in depth into like play styles. I'll just do the general overview, what's true, what's not, best combos to do, like best builds and all that. So first I'm just going to go over the kit in general. I'll test it out on my other account right here. You have Elemental Fists, but I'll get into that later. So the main combo starters you have is just Ground Smash and Ground Fissure. Ground Smash is like the more commonly used one, and you could also have Shoulder Bash. It's a rare skill though. And what's important to know about your main combo starters are that they are all parryable. So Ground Smash, that is a parryable move, and Ground Fissure, that is also parryable. What I have off, as you guys can see, is Crater Quality 2. If I put them on like default, you guys will see I have craters on here. You guys can see the craters, and right here you guys can also see the craters. Why I don't have them on is because you see I'm hopping and mantling around. That could ruin your combo, so you just turn them off. And when you do have them off, your combo starters will knock back a little less. It's probably a bug, but it's whatever. See that? It doesn't knock back as far as if I did have it on and I could actually start a combo. Now I'll get into Elemental Fists, which is the main part of your fighter. So right now I have air, so it'll give me the air effect, which just gives me more range on my M1s, so I could do stuff easier. I could interact in neutral more, and the last M1 combo extend isn't as hard. Whatever element you're on will affect Elemental Fists, like whatever you picked or whatever you swap to if you do that. So water, it'll just be like a slowdown. It's not that good. Fire, we'll just do fire passive on hits occasionally, and earth will do a flat damage increase and the dirt effects, if it still does that. I don't know. Alright, so now what you probably want to know about fighter and what is most important about it is the true things you can do with it. So I'll just give you guys a couple examples of what you could do, or all of them actually. So you just do your 4M1s if you did combo start into Barrage, that is completely true. Your 4M1s into Ground Smash is also true. And then 4M1s into your Weapon Heavy, which is true on anything, but on fighter it's also pretty important. Oh, and I forgot to mention this. Another really important part of the true combos is learning the 4M1s and move stacking your last M1 with your dash to go forwards, and have also your opponent go forwards with you. So you do 4 M1s on your last, you dash in M1 at the same time. Do keep in mind, this is much easier for me to do just because I'm on air, so I'm able to give myself some space and back up more before I fully commit to that last M1 dash. On other styles, or my fault, elements, you will have to be a little closer and then time it a little better, but I'm on air so it's easier and I use it as a crutch. Another thing to keep in mind about the 4 boost stack M1 dash is my dash is faster because I do have the stealth mentor, so my dash would go a little bit faster than yours. If you're on anything else, you might have to switch up to stealth, though, I'm not gonna lie. What's also important to know that's true right now, which shouldn't be true in my opinion, is 3M1s into Ground Fissure. So you just do 3M1s, Ground Fissure, that is true. 3M1s into Ground Smash is also true, but you're most likely not gonna have Ground Smash up. If you do, but I don't know, you're just him. One of the most important parts of the true fighter combos is crit canceling. So you're gonna need Whispering Fang. I don't suggest any other weapon on fighter. I forgot to mention that beforehand. But you just miss your last part of your crit. So hit twice. It could also proc bleeding, which is that's actually just the craziest thing in the game. And you could basically reset M1s with it. What that means is Barrage got nerfed a long time ago. So let's say I do this, 3M1s into Barrage. It's not gonna reset my M1 Alright, so now that we've gone over the true parts of combos, not the actual combo, I'm gonna just go over fighting styles real quick. The fighting style I am using right now is boxing. I am using it because it has the fastest M1s, has the least amount of end lag, and the fastest aerial heavy, which is very important in the combo that I use. The other fighting styles are the basic, which is similar to boxing, just a little slower. Capoeira, which is more damage, slower, and has a little bit more range. And you have Iron Fist, which is really slow but has the most amount of damage. In my honest opinion, I would either recommend going boxing or capoeira. Basic is just worse boxing, but if you want to switch up your play style and go a little bit more neutral heavy, I would pick up capoeira. I'm not gonna lie. So now let's start piecing it together. I am on boxing, so you could only do this on boxing and basic. You cannot do this on the other two. So you do 3-in-1s, fissure, heavy, gravel, 4-in-1s, barrage. You do your crit cancel, then do 4-in-1s again. Now to start off that combo, you would do a shoulder bash ground smash or a shadow step ground smash, or you could actually just land them ones on air. It's a little bit easier. You could parry, go into ground smash. There's just a bunch of ways you can combo stuff. Get a little technical. The main part of fighter is the neutral game. You're not always going to be in their face doing your one combos. You're not always going to be in their face hitting your combo starters. You're going to actually have to play smart and get in. So the first important part of the fighter neutral is using your movement, such as fighter leap and your double jump cooldown that is low even in combat. So you just do this to jump over projectiles that you can't parry. Use this to get in close and ground smash. You get the idea. Okay, aside from movement, another really important factor of your neutral game is the ability to block with your fighting style, so you don't have to swap to your weapon. So if he sends a fire kick or fireball my way, I'm able to parry and get in. As you see, his hands went up. Whenever you parry, they're stunned for about like 1 second, and you can do whatever you want. So he sends a fire kick my way, I could parry it and go in, and his hands were still up, so he would not be able to pull up his block. So if you don't want to do that main combo that I showed earlier, and you just want to do some quick, easy damage confirm, maybe you're in a war and really need to quick drop someone, you could do something like you hit your ground fissure, follow it up with a gravel shot, 4-in-1s in the ground smash, hit a quick barrage, crit cancel, and do your thing. See, that combo was a little bit less damage. Yeah, that's pretty much it that I wanted to go over. You guys know the basic combos and techs to do a fighter. You know, crit cancel, ground smash is one of the best combo starters in the game. 3-in-1's ground fissure should get nerfed and all of that. Some things that I didn't touch that I may touch on in a future video is just the more advanced things, like how to use your rare skill scroll effectively, how to play against certain bendings and how to actually win like most of the time, and the non-bender v non-bender matchup, which a lot of people struggle with when they pick up fighter for the first time. But yeah, that's about it. Just let me know if you guys want like a more in-depth guide, and yeah, peace.